Pasadena Community Foundation has had the honor of carrying on the legacy of two Pasadena area families that felt deeply about the care of elderly residents and prioritizing social services to help them age with dignity and community support. We're here today to share the stories of Cornelia L. Eaton and Bill and Betsy Rahn. Through the Pasadena Community Foundation, they have made a lasting impact in the lives of seniors. Their endowed support was instrumental in helping PCF establish its senior grant program in 2008. In 1994, longtime Pasadena resident Cornelia Eaton passed away and named PCF as the sole beneficiary of her entire estate, worth more than $800,000. This led to the creation in 1995 of the Cornelia L. Eaton Endowment for Assistance to the Elderly. The Eaton Endowment was the initial force behind the creation of PCF's senior grant program.
So the Eaton Endowment has grown from its original bequest of just over $800,000 to over $2.1 million. To date, the endowment has dispersed $1 million in PCF grants to nonprofit organizations serving seniors. Before I came to PCF, I worked in a retirement community that helped low-income seniors, so I have a real heart for this program. I never met Cornelia Eaton. We don't have any photos of her. We don't know much about her, and we never got to thank her. But I am grateful to her for helping people every day. I think that's a powerful legacy.
The Eaton Endowment has supported 30 organizations in its lifetime. It has dispersed funding repeatedly to many of these organizations. A long-standing organization supported by the Eaton Fund is Pasadena Meals on Wheels, which has received 13 grants for a total of $107,000. Patty Feldmuth, the board president of Meals on Wheels, shares a story on how the organization recently helped improve the health of an older gentleman who had just returned home after being hospitalized.
Hi, I'm Patty Feldmuth, Executive Director of Pasadena Meals on Wheels. Let me tell you a story about one of our clients. Mr. Price was in the hospital about 6 months ago, mainly for poor nutrition. I mean, he is aging and he has some challenges, but it was basically because his nutrition was poor. His son signed him up for Meals on Wheels. At first, Mr. Price was resistant, but he was willing to try it. Well, about a month ago, he went to the doctor, had blood work done, and the doctor said, "Your blood work looks fantastic. What are you doing differently?" And he said, "I'm getting Meals on Wheels." And that's why we do what we do, so that seniors can have good nutrition, better quality of life, and also they get the social component with our volunteers coming each day, checking on them, showing sincere interest and concern.
Another nonprofit that has benefited from the Eaton Endowment is Pasadena Village. It began in 2012 as a community of older adults who navigate the challenges and opportunities of aging together. Since that time, the Eaton Endowment has dispersed almost $45,000 in grants to Pasadena Village. In 2022, the Eaton Endowment fully funded a new program at Pasadena Village called Walk with Ease, which promotes healthy exercise and mobility.
This is Katie Brandon. I'm the Executive Director of Pasadena Village. We are an organization that connects older adults with each other and the resources that they need to age vibrantly together as they live independently in their own homes. And we're here at the beautiful Lacey Park where we have the Walk with Ease program, where our members and members of the public get together to walk together and stretch. Our Walk with Ease program is both for fall prevention and to help people with arthritis or other joint pain, but it's also really about building community.
In 2012, a second source of senior funds became available to the foundation. Bill and Betsy Rahn were actively involved in Pasadena life and raised their family here. They especially supported the work of the Scripps Home in Altadena, which provided low-income seniors with life care during its operation over many decades. Bill Rahn served on the board of Scripps for several years. Bill died in 2008 and Betsy passed in 2011. Their trust included a $300,000 bequest to the Scripps Home. However, the Scripps Home closed permanently in 2010, leaving the Rahn children to determine an organization that would best honor their parents' intentions of supporting seniors. The Rahn children chose PCF, and in 2012 they created the Bill and Betsy Rahn Endowment for Seniors in Need.
In creating this endowment at PCF, the Ron's sons chose to incorporate language that captured the mission of the Scripps home. They specified that their parents' bequest should be directed to local organizations that provide services to senior citizens related to healthcare needs. This mission of helping the elderly carries on through PCF. The endowment extends its focus beyond a single organization, but honors the intent of the Ron family.
Since 2012, the Ron Endowment has supported 6 organizations with 16 grants for a total of $84,000 in grant rewards. Its current balance stands at more than $500,000. One nonprofit has received significant funding from the Ron Endowment. The Senior Care Network has received 4 grants from the Ron Endowment since 2012, totaling $28,000 to meet unexpected emergency needs of low-income seniors. Let's hear more from the organization's director, Eileen Coons.
I'm so pleased to share with you what Huntington Senior Care Network does and how we serve the diverse members of our community. In 1984, Huntington Senior Care Network was launched with the support of local community members out of concern for the unmet needs of older adults and adults with disabilities living in our community. The idea was to help these community members and their caregivers to have access to all the benefits, the services, education, and support they need to stay safe in the community and be able to avoid unnecessary hospitalizations, emergency department visits, and nursing homes. The needs that drove the creation of Senior Care Network decades ago are even more relevant today, given the aging of our population and the many complex health conditions and care needs that people can face.
Decades after these donor families expressed their desire to assist the needs of the elderly, PCF is still helping organizations meet basic needs for low-income seniors and helping seniors remain independent in the comfort of their own homes for as long as possible. To date, PCF's Senior Grant Program has awarded 82 grants to 22 unduplicated organizations, all because 2 donor families created a legacy for a cause they were passionate about. Their intent lives on well past their lifetimes.
What I love about the story of these 2 endowments in particular is not only the incredible impact that they've made in our community over many years, but also the way in which they illustrate that PCF's grant making remains relevant and nimble. Organizations can sunset, such as the Scripps Home, but new organizations emerge and they offer creative solutions. While Meals on Wheels has served Pasadena for 60 years, Pasadena Village recently celebrated its 10th anniversary. So Cornelia Eaton is helping an organization that did not exist when she died. PCF's work is powered by endowments. The Eaton and Ron endowments have enabled countless seniors to age with dignity. They provide perpetual support to uplift our residents and enhance our community's well-being. We are very grateful to them.